What's up, everybody? It's Kendra, the Maverick Girl here. We're opening some awesome old school booster packs, and I'm very excited to open up a bunch of stuff. Before I get into this, actually, you know what? I'll give you a taste and show you kind of what we got down here. Let's go down here real quick. We've got ourselves a couple little packs here today. We've got two core set packs. We got core set 2012 and core set 2013. Those are pretty awesome, and actually two really cool core sets. 2012 I think was underappreciated when it first came out, but we still find Titans and all kinds of other stuff in there. 2013 was the Nicol Bolas set, so lots of really, really sweet stuff that we can find in there. And yeah, and then we've got Dark Ascension. Obviously, this is the second set from the Innistrad block, so lots of neat things. Again, this isn't really that expensive of a booster pack, but still some sweet stuff in here. Trying to think of the best thing. Obviously, Sorin's in here. Oh man, what is in here? Why can't I think about this? Mikaeus is in here. Mikaeus the Unhallowed. Elberus. Definitely just some cool stuff. I mean, I like Dark Ascension. I think it's a really neat set. And then we've got Legions. Legions is the second set of the Onslaught block, which is one of my favorite blocks in the entire history of Magic. And so, very excited to open this. Again, a bit of an underappreciated set. There's not really a ton that's, valuable in this set. I'll talk a little more about it as we get into the actual video portion. But, let's bring it back up here for the moment. Just a couple little things I want to talk about before I just dive on into these sweet packs. First off, thank you so much, everybody, for coming in, hanging out. If you are enjoying this, I bought these on CoolStuffInc.com. You can go check them out there. They should still have some each of these in stock, if I recall correctly, at the time of this video, but or at the time of recording. That may have changed as this video releases, but yeah, so this is a little bit smaller than normal, and there's maybe a few things behind that. I actually don't have a supply of boxes just yet. I'm going to be ordering a few here pretty soon, and we should have some really cool stuff coming up, including I have a birthday that is coming up next Saturday, so hopefully I can actually have some really sweet stuff for you all to watch, check out. I might break into that sweet Judgment box that I'm sitting on. Or I might do something else really cool, like maybe Modern Masters 2017. So lots of really cool possibilities there. Don't know exactly what's going on. Will say that going forward, I knew I had meant to do more of these box opening videos as a continual thing, every week, and then maybe trying to do it into multiple times a week. Unfortunately, my financial situation changed a little bit, and that's probably not going to happen right now. But there's still going to be plenty of box openings and stuff like that. But it's probably going to be a little more geared towards standard legal sets, which is actually going to get really cool with the whole set boosters thing. Zendikar Rising has those set boosters. Well, those set boosters have the list in there, which can offer a little more variety to otherwise, hey, this is the normal boosters that we get all the time, right? So, really excited to do that, and I think it should offer enough variety in the mix there. I'm going to try and set up a little backlog of some older boosters here and there that I can just open every so often, and we'll just kind of play it by ear. Since this is a bit of a shorter video, I also have something really cool tomorrow, and that's going to be a little different, so I'm actually pretty excited for that one. So basically what I have is something that's not Magic that I want to open up. It is still trading card game related, and again, it's a big thing for me personally. I really enjoy it. I'm excited for it, and I hope you all will enjoy it as well if you want to check it out. And yeah, I also have had a lot more free time, so I've been starting to play Magic a little more on the side and my own time. I'm trying to relearn formats, try and get used to things again, as Magic has changed a lot in the last few months, and I haven't really been playing as much in the last couple months. I feel like things are starting to settle a little bit. Obviously, that remains to be seen with Zendikar Rising coming up in rotation with Standard. But I'm hoping that in a few weeks' time, I should be able to start uploading some video content, if not here directly on YouTube, then to Patreon, which will eventually turn into YouTube content. So, yeah, with that having been said, let's dive down here and we'll see what we get out of these sweet booster packs. Remember, if you want to check it out right down here, 5% off your next Cool Stuff Inc. order, TMG5 promo code. Do it. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to hold these two off to the side. We're going to dive into the core sets first. So, I'm curious to see what we can get in here. I forget exactly what's in here apart from the Titans. What do you all think we're going to get in here, huh? What do you think? Well, we got a nice little Demystify there. And we'll keep the little pack there. Keep it off to the side. Alright, so what we got? We got a Demystify. Ooh, a Shock. Shock's always playable, and that's some really good art. I like that one. Ooh, and Doomblade? This would be a sick limited pack, and that's saying something considering core sets have been pretty bad in the past. Griffin Sentinel, Lightning Elemental, Brink of Disaster, Taste of Blood. I remember a lot of these. This was kind of close to when I was getting back into Magic. So I really like a lot of these cards, personally. Frost Breath, the little Frost Titan on it. Goblin Tunneler, this was in Rise of the Eldrazi first. Harbor Serpent, I think that's 10, so I don't think there's a foil. Oh, maybe there is. Unless, no, because the basic land counts is the 15 now. That's right. So no foil here, I don't think. We got a Rusted Sentinel. Whew, an Acidic Slime. Can never go wrong with an Acidic Slime, folks. Alright, and a Kraken's Eye. Sweet, and our rare is... Whoa! Sorin Markov! Check that out! Wow! And we got a Soldier and a Force, but wow! Sorin, I don't even know what Sorin's at right now, because obviously Sorin was just reprinted in the Mystery Booster packs. But this is a really sweet pull. Great hit. Very awesome card, and great way to make all your friends hate you, Commander. So, wow. That's a really, really sweet piece. So, we're going to get the sleeve on that one. I totally forgot that Sorin was in this set, honestly. I was like, we started kind of getting, and it was like, oh, is, Garruk, Jace. I think this is where they changed the walkers, so it wasn't just the original versions anymore, and they added new ones. I think. I could be wrong. But getting Sorin Markov, that's a really sweet hit, so we'll definitely take that one. Really excited for that. We'll put these all off to the side. Gonna have to look into prices. I really want to do some, try and practice with some editing, so maybe I'll do use this as a practice thing and try and add prices to it or something. Not for this video, obviously the way you're gonna see it is raw, but I'd like to use it kind of as a way to go in and play with it a little bit. But we'll see how that goes. But right now we got Core Set 2013. I actually know some of the cards in here. We could get Darksteel Forge. We could get a Chroma's Memorial. I remember those. The Titans weren't in here. I don't think they replaced them properly. But we'll see what we get. We got ourselves a nice Naturalize to start. Pillar Field Ox. I love these cards. Every version of Pillar Field Ox has a different flavor text on it. So this one says, "May starving fleas birth 1,000 generations on your stubborn hide, cow." I love it. We got Safe Passage. This was used in the Maze's End deck back in Standard at the time. That was a really cool one. Kraken Hatchling. Blade Tusk Boar. Anybody remember Intimidate? That's a thing that doesn't really happen anymore. Hey, Spiked Baloth. I think I recognize that. I think that's right on the the pack art. So that's sweet. We got Goblin Battle Jester. There was someone on Reddit for a long time who used to help out with the spoilers, pulled stuff up, and it was Jester Goblin. And I remember that they lost their shit when that that was previewed. Alright, we have a Johnny Sunstriker, Duress, Welkin Turn, Augur of Bolas. No foil in this pack, doesn't look like. But Augur of Bolas, that's a sweet hit, right? We'll take some Augur of Bolas action. We got a Phyrexian Hulk, nice. We got Monvuli, I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably butchering that. Beast Tracker, this card was great. I remember there was a lot of hype with this when it came out. Never really amounted to very much, but I mean, it's still a really sweet card. So, we'll take that. And our rare is a Swag Tusk. Oh man, this would have been an amazing pack when 2013 actually came out. Because at the time, Thragtusk was like a $20, $30 card. Now it's not really worth that much. It's been reprinted a few times between a few master sets. Most recently in double masters, which makes sense since you basically get 2 creatures out of it. So it's not really worth anything anymore, but it's still a really sweet hit. And honestly, it's not really much by way of value, but this is the kind of thing we would like to see in a 2013 pack. So I'm very happy with this pull, even if it's not really worth too much to talk. It's not really very much to speak of necessarily. It's still a really sweet hit. And I'm going to put that right there with the Sorin. But it's just some pretty good packs so far. So why don't we go 2 for 2 on those Sorins, huh? And let's get ourselves a nice Sorin Lord of Innistrad here, shall we? That one went ripped on the front. Alright, and we could also get like Huntmaster of the Fells. What are some other great ones here? I mean, obviously, Lingering Souls is in here. I mean, I just think there's a lot of good cards. Obviously, we're starting with Tragic Slips. Tragic Slip is an amazing little card from this set. Faithless Looting, hits keep on coming. Headless Scab, Silverclaw Griffin, Shriekgeist, Elgod Inquisitor, Kezig Recluse, Fires of Undeath. I love this artwork. I went in on a playmat with this art, and then the card just kind of sucked. The art is beautiful, though. I love it, and I would just wish it was a little bit better. We got a Young Wolf, that sweet little Pauper card right there. I'll take that. Wolf Hunter's Quiver. Strangleroot Geist. Nice. That's a great... This is actually a really good pack of Dark Ascension. Like, these aren't really as played cards as they once were, but like, there's still a lot of play with Strangleroot Geist. There's still a lot of play with Faithless Looting in different formats. Tragic Slip, Young Wolf. I mean, I'm liking these cards so far. Got a Shattered Perception, and our rare is Increasing Vengeance. Are these increasing cards actually worth anything anymore? I remember they were worth something at some point, but not really anymore, unfortunately. But, alright, we have a Human token, our Checklist card, and our Double Face card is Scorned Villager. Turns into Moon Scarred Werewolf. Nice. So once again, I don't think this is really worth anything, but it's still a great little card. I like to open that up and like to see what kind of sweet stuff we get in that. But now we got to go into Legions. So let's talk about Legions a little bit. What is Legions compared to these other stuff? Like, a core set in 2012, 2013, there's not really that much I can talk about there. They're core sets. They're what you would expect out of Magic. 2013 was notable because it had Nicol Bolas as like the feature. Obviously, we actually hit what was a chase card out of the set at the time. It's not really worth anything now, but it was sweet. Dark Ascension was just the second part of the Innistrad block, and everybody knows Innistrad. It's great. But a lot less people know about Legions. And so Onslaught block was a very tribal-centric block. And it also focused on things like Morph and Cycling. And Legions was a bit of an experiment because it is a small set, is the second set of the block. What they went and did with it was they made every single card in the set a creature. And the idea was that it played well with Morph. and those tribal synergies. And the idea was that you would have the morph cost, which would flip over, and that would effectively be your spells. So that's where you got cards like Skin Thinner and Tribal Force Mage. Patron of the Wild is the one I'm thinking, I think. The one that Giant Growths. There's one for Counterspell as well. So, like, there's one Skirk Marauder, I want to say, that is like a burn spell. And then you have cycling cards that do cycling effects. And tribal synergies. So, I really like this. There's not a lot in terms of value here in this pack, because I definitely paid more for this pack than I'm probably going to get out of it, unless I open something like an Akroma or a Phage, who are both in the set, and probably the real chase cards outside of like some of the slivers, because slivers were in here. But it wasn't really a well-received set, which always kind of surprised me a little bit, because I think it's really cool. I think it was a really neat idea, and I played with a lot of really cool space here in this set. So, let's dive on in and see what we get. Hopefully we can get that Phage or that Akroma. Just want to see. Yeah, okay, that's tearing up this pack. Absolutely destroying it. Want to see, sometimes back then, the uncommons would be in front. So, want to see if we could get to maybe the rare in the back if it was an uncommon first. But we've got a Berserk Merlodont, Crozian Vorine. So this card was actually a house in Limited. And definitely like one of the cards you wanted to see in your pack at the time. Provoke was just so crazy. And the fact that it could only be blocked by one creature. So you would provoke a creature, and that would be the only one. So you could make really good blocks here this way. So you could like attack, pump it up, and kill creatures left and right. So it was a really good card, really big powerhouse. Loved it. Covert Operative. You didn't see very many unblockable cards back then, so this was cool, but 5 mana is a lot. Defiant Elf. It's a 1/1 trample. Not that great. Embalmed Brawler. That card is just terrible. Daru Stinger. Like that. I always liked this art. I was just always bummed that the card is just actually not that good. Amplify was a big miss on Wizards' part. They made a good effort. I like that they were trying different things, but just didn't land. Goblin Firebug. It's a 2/2 bear, but like with extreme drawback. And this is how bears were back in the day. They just had this level of drawback. Aven Redeemer. Again, it's another one of those. I love the artwork. It's not a great card. Void Mage Apprentice. This is the one I was talking about. It's you can morph it face down, so you just go like, pay the 3 mana. Obviously there's the Smoke Spew Invoker, but you play it face down, and then you can flip it up for 4 mana, and it's a counter spell. So really cool design space that they worked with there, and I would love to see them do more of that, to be honest. So we got that Smoke Spew Invoker. We have Cloud Reach Cavalry is our first uncommon. Not really that great when it's there's not a lot of birds that are decent in Magic. Hey, Corpse Harvester. So Corpse Harvester is kind of pricey to get onto the battlefield, but if you're playing Commander and you're in Zombie Tribal, this card is insane. It tutors out a zombie and a swamp, so you just get whatever you need. It's great. It's just such a powerhouse. Alright, and we have a Mist Form Wake Caster. These Mist Forms were kind of meant to be that stopgap that would turn into whatever you needed them to be. Obviously, that Changelings did it so much better back in the day, but yeah. And our rare is Havoc Demon. What a big ol' whiff. Oh, and we got a foil? Woo! Woo-hoo! Wow. Okay, so Havoc's Demon is not that great. It's a 5/5 flying creature for 7 mana that when it dies, all creatures get -5/-5. This was actually downshifted to uncommon in, I believe, Eternal Masters. So it's not really worth anything or even that great, but a foil Quicksliver. This is definitely something sweet. I don't think it's worth too much, but definitely a good couple dollars. I'm actually curious about this. Now I need to look this up because there's a non-zero chance that we actually may have done something. No, it was in, it's like a $5 card. Okay. This is about right. So, because it's in, the premium deck series, but that doesn't have this really sweet old card frame, because this is really great. So, I'm very happy with this pull. I'm happy with these packs. And I hope you all enjoyed it as well, because I love opening these old stuff. I don't get very much opportunities to do it. And frankly, we hit some good stuff. So, and I'm actually a bit impressed that we even hit a foil out of this Legions pack. But even then, there were still a lot of really cool cards. I like the concept behind Legions. And it's always been one of my favorite sets. It's when I really started kind of get serious into playing Magic. So it always holds a lot of fond memories for me. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you liked it, obviously like, share, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what you think. What are your thoughts on these sets? And I hope you look forward to the video I got tomorrow. And give you a little hint. These are not Magic booster packs. They're Yu-Gi-Oh! But they're really old stuff. So it'll be a lot of fun. I just have to find them at Target. I'll share them tomorrow. So hopefully I see you all then. And until then, have a great one.